Hello everyone and welcome back to a special MotoGP22 video. Now once upon a time, pre-MotoGP moving to the Unreal Engine 4, I was quite good at the MotoGP franchise. I used to do a lot of league racing. I won a good few leagues, lots of online races, probably over 1,000 online random races, play a lot with friends, and overall I was pretty good. Now among them time between GP 15 and 17, I had plenty of fastest laps in the world on the world records. Now, since they moved to the newer engine, I've never really got on with the game since. I've never played them as much just because I don't enjoy them as much. But that doesn't stop me from trying to go for records from time to time. Now in today's video, I'm going to see how hard it is on MotoGP22 to get a world record. Now, I could slightly cheat and go on a 2009 bike or a 500 two-stroke or a kind of a weird category bike on a weird track and kind of make it easy where there's only like 50 people and I'm like, well, maybe I could scrape an easy P1, but I'm not. I'm going to go with the GP class. I'm going to go Pecco Bagnaia because I imagine, in my opinion, he has the most outright pace. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go Mr. Mark himself. Now, for argument's sake, we're going to have balanced performance on. So it is already enabled. We're going to have to turn consumption and all that off just to make it as fair as possible. Now, the track, there's lots of tracks I go to. I go to Spain for both, basically just 4 tracks in Spain. I'm quite good at Aragon, Jerez and Barcelona. Also Misano, quite good at Silverstone, even though I'm not a huge fan of it. Also Sepang, Phillip Island. Now we are going to go with Catalunya. Now I do have a woman of 40.5, so that was the day one. It was my first laps on the game. You'll see I'm like 400th in the world. So we're going to jump to the top positions for a woman at 35.2 is the time I have to try and get close to. Now I'm going to say it, I'm not going to beat that. So yeah, you see here Jorge Sprinter, he's another YouTuber, pretty big YouTuber, and he's done a 35.7. I'd be surprised if I get below 38. I have so little time on the GP bikes on this game. Now, I am going to give myself only 10 laps to do it. I'm not going to be here all night trying to sweat it. So, we're going to see how hard it is to get close to him and how far up the leaderboards. I reckon I'll struggle to get a top 100 in my current pace. So, I'm not really going to go too in-depth with the setups. Again, there's a lot of time to be found in setups, but I just don't have time really to be going that in-depth with it. I'm going to just adjust the brakes. I suppose I'll go with the most recommended, the highest one, because it is a heavy braking track in some aspects. I've gone software, medium front. I'll do maybe 2 laps on this, see where I am. I should probably beat my mare lap time first time out, but a low 35. My goal is to get a 38.5 or below. That's the goal. Let's see what we can do. So immediately, this game feels very alien to me as I've not played the GP bikes in weeks. So you can see there is Joan Mir. I should absolutely make mince of him because of how long ago that lap time was set. He's stronger in turn 1 on the brakes than me, which is not a good sign. So we're going to do 1 full lap here, and then I'll probably just show you the highlights of my quickest laps and kind of do a bit of commentary over it. That shouldn't be on the car. That's not the fast line through here. The bikes, as always, are very, very unresponsive. Unresponsive is not a word. Unresponsive, maybe. That's it, Dylan. Maybe. He's still there. He's on my tail. He's not that far back. I wish he was further back. A little bit out there, that was a bit nicer, up by half a second, so that should be a 39 if we can get this in line. Not bad so far, not very quick either. There's an apex there somewhere. Now I believe the ride height device is fixed. I have not done any testing on it since I made the video saying it was broken because I just haven't played this class at all. Now I know for a fact the bike doesn't turn through here, which is really annoying. Look how little lean I can get. Oh, don't touch the curb, you bastard. Into the penultimate corner we come. This is an average enough lap. Now, first lap, I don't really have the confidence to push the bike into the corner. And I think that was obvious. Now, we absolutely made minced meat of Juan Mir. 39.1. That's a long way off. So we're gonna keep going, and we'll see where we go. Final corner we come. Been a good lap. Not really, actually. It's been quite mistakes, but just my first lap being so average. Off the line we come. It's half second quicker. It's a mid 38. I'm going to make a small adjustment this lap, I reckon, to my gears. It feels slightly too long, and I need some sort of stability on the braking. That's where a lot of my time is being lost. So I've decided to try out the recommended setup, so the one the game gives you. Now, whether it works or not, I do not know, because I've never used it. That was definitely better through turn 1, but that was more me, I reckon. Getting turn 1 nailed. That's 3 tenths there by the looks of it. I've also gone less on traction. But as you can see, we cooked the tire through the high speed stuff, which is not good for lap time. Front end's gone. That's us wide. We had so much advantage that we are still up though. We hit this apex. It's not great, but neither was the previous lap. Again, never hit the apex this corner. Just tidying up the lap is finding me a lot of time. See, that's another half second by the look of it. Better in there, but Mark looked like he broke a lot later the lap before. Oh, front end, Jesus. Now I have a soft front end at this well. It does look like it is moving around a bit more. Oh, that was a lot of risk putting it on the curb. I'll just throw it in, hope it sticks, didn't want to touch the curb. So I'm going to be about 3 tenths, so it's a low 38, so we got our original target, which is 38.5. See what we can do after another lap. And we've binned it, so we're up. But we overheated the tyres, and that is our first crash on lap 4. So same setup, but a medium front tyre this time. Now also we're going to do 9 laps now, because the previous lap 4 we didn't finish because of the crash. So we're going to count that lap, but we're not going to go as far as 10. We'll just go as far as 9. Bike isn't very responsive, I must say. It just does not want to turn. We'll stay on board here because the way I touch the curb here, it looks like a proper old school Marcus save. You'll see it in a second here now, the way the front looks like it goes. We'll see it just here now. Watch where he tips in. Ah, he picks it up as if he picks up on his elbow. The first lap is really the one where you want to do it, because these is where the tyres are in peak performance. We're up by a small bit. Better through there, but the front went. That was so close. Let's try and get a replay of that, of just touching the curb. Literally fine margins. And that is lap 5 also gone. So you can see just kissing just there. And that just takes the extra elevation and just tucks just the front. And look where long it goes. Mark Marquez, look at that, getting his knee, elbow, shoulder down, and then you see the sparks kick in just as we lose it. So lap 5 is gone, back to the box. So a fresh setup, traction back to 3, because I reckon I'm cooking the rear tyre before the end of the lap, so I'm not getting the most out of it. I'm also not going to use the ride height device for this lap and see does it make any difference. So we'll see at the end of the lap. Now this lap is going to be an improvement. Unfortunately, it is invalid. I touched the green somewhere, I reckon. So that would have been a 38.0. So a bit to go yet. Good lap this one, much better. And it's valid, I believe. Up to line's gonna be 7 tenths, 7.5 tenths. It's a 37.6. Not bad at all. That's about a second quicker than I was hoping to go. Still 2.4 off the world record. So with 2 laps remaining, I'm gonna have to get creative to find that sort of time, but I definitely still think there's more time on the table. Like I did say, low 37, probably a 36. Again, I'm on the game 8 laps after a massive break, so a 36 would be pretty impressive if I get that close. But I reckon the right height device is worth some time, but it also is very annoying coming into the corner. So we're going to try something this lap, bit of a different setup, and see how it works. So again, we've changed the setup, gone radically the other way. Also back on right height device and lower traction. So let's see how this one goes. This is a bit of a odd question mark of a setup, but we'll see is it making any quicker. We've also turned off the ghost just to give us a bit more concentration. And it's gone. Now the lap time wasn't valid. The bike is a lot harder to ride. It is so nervous. But we were under, so we have 1 lap to go. We're going to get fresh set of tires and we will push like hell. Wow, this fucking corner every lap. Turn, you pig. Up to the line, it's going to be 7.5 tenths quicker. It's going to be 36. We did say we could get a 36. We just about did it on the final lap. So we might as well have a look at the leaderboard, see where it puts us. Now that again, you saw my last sector was slightly quicker on the lap before, but my overall best time would have been the same, bar a third of a tenth, so very little has changed there. But we look at the leaderboards and we are P68. 68, so we are 36.9 versus 35.2, so 1.7 off only. If we were within a second, which would be 36.2, we would be 26th. So there you have it. How hard is it to set a world record on the current GP game? Pretty fucking hard. I have so much issues with this game, and it took me so much in that last lap. You could hear me giving out about the game. Now, again, it wasn't perfect. I can go quicker than that if I really kind of sit there, spend hours and hours and hours. I could probably get down to a low 36 or 35, and then I'd be in the top 30, top 20. But man, it is so hard to get a clean lap in, never mind a quick lap in. It's so hard to make apexes. It doesn't turn. Some corners are broken. The bike sometimes just doesn't react well. It's a bit of a mystery, this game, to me, and how it works. It's not intuitive and all that. It's just it's a bit annoying. But hope you have enjoyed today's video. Bit of a different one, something a bit more entertaining, something live, off the cuff. But I did enjoy it, and it is a credit to the 67 people that have gone quicker with me at Catalonia. So thanks for tuning in today, and I should catch you all in the not so distant future for another video. Bye bye.